their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Denver Broncos. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Darnold on first down. Herndon's got it complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Sometimes it seems like a tough world out there. Many thought Sam Darnold would go #1 overall to the Browns, and he fell to #3 to the New York Jets. I think he fell to a great situation. He gets to go to New York with a rebuilding team, take over the job right then and there. And while many were expecting Broadway Baker Mayfield, instead they got sudden Sam Darnold. And I think the Jets fans are going to be very happy to have him.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Back to throw, Darnold. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Bell. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll buy some time right. This is Bell on the dump off. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more on that one and another first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Now Bell. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Darnold. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And that makes the score 7-0. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. He's got daylight. He's at the 40, the 20, and all the way home for a Broncos score. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. McManus's point after is good, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And an alley to run. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. On first down, it's Darnold. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it a second down. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun!
Darnold now to throw. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Von Miller in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. And Darnold just beating the play clock. Escaping the pressure right. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The first update now from a game going on in Cleveland. And that is now a 2-touchdown lead for the Browns in that game. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's second and 2. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short. It's a gain of just a couple there, but it's enough to get them the first.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now let's go. Blue landed. Blue landed. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with the first down. They'll look to throw here. Goes underneath here to White. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have the center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run with a jive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And a dump off to White. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Detroit!
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. They'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Detroit! Set! Blue landed! Blue landed!
They'll run it now out of the gun. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
But that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold them just a couple and force a third down.
So they need 2 yards here on third down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive. They'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Now back to throw. Being chased out left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, but frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. They were looking the way of Decker that time. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. This is Bell, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout.
Detroit! Detroit!
On 2nd down, Darnold. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. A give to Bell. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. As the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On first down, Darnold goes underneath for Bell. 6 yards on the pickup, and it's a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Darnold from the gun. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Lucky 56.
Darnold to throw again. And he's got a new one. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Detroit!
Now Darnold. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the 2nd half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pick up there, 26 yards. Back to throw now on first down. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 6 there on first. And this hasn't been the typical game, no doubt, for Emmanuel Sanders. They've really limited him.
He's one of those players that provides a real spark when he gets going. And when he does it, it's felt by the rest of the team, and they're feeling it in this.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Charles Tapper able to drop him for a loss of a couple. That's something this coaching staff told us they want to see a lot more of this season.
I imagine the entire time in the offseason when these guys were taking breaks from watching film, when they were out running and doing all the other things, all they were thinking about is, how do we create more sacks? They loved what they just saw there.
Because they were near the looking for Decker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. Past the 20. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold out to his left. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Chris Herndon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check, Patriot.
The drive starts with a run by White. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made. And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. It's caught by Sanders. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. They'll set up a throw. Buying time to his left. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
I think we can make this one pretty simple. That was a rookie mistake made by the rookie quarterback, trying to force a pass without really using proper mechanics.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He'll drop to throw. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Dancing to his left. Sanders has it over the middle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll drop to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, as the play call comes in on 3rd down, you have to think about 4-down territory here. Down a few touchdowns, they need points, and they need big points.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 2. They come out here in the eye. Here's Ajayi. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Jay Ajayi, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
And there's another sack for Bradley Chubb, and that's exactly why they drafted him. But don't discount his ability to play the run. This is a big, strong young man who understands offensive schemes, how they try to block, and he'll stand stout against the running game as well as continuing to get after the passer.
To throw on second down is Darnold. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Quincy Anoon with the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. Good play there to step in and knock that one away by Chris Harris.
Who said that he couldn't play in the NFL?
Not me.
Not you. A lot of scouts did. A lot of people undrafted. And has turned himself into a Pro Bowl cornerback. One that really knows how to play the position.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Watch the team! Watch the team! Watch the team! Gone! 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 Gone!
3rd and long, it's Darnold. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. A first down throw, Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On second down, it's Bell. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And that one incomplete. They tried to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, and their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll set up to throw. On the move to his left. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he is going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't it?
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one. Over the middle, complete. That's Sanders. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Takes to midfield, but no further, just a yard there.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Gun! 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 Gun!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Pass incomplete.
And my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
The Broncos on third down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Trey Boston. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start the drive with a carry by Ben. Oh, he pulls over it. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Again, it's Bell. And an alley to run. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot.
Darnold on 1st down. He's going to rifle one deep left, and that's caught inside the 30. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 39 that time. Well, I'm sure he likes this performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week. But maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see. And other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Bell. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. They'll go again with Bell. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
Darnold now to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
They'll start the drive with a give to right. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
He's back to throw. Flush to his right. The Sanders has got it complete. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The Broncos in the hurry-up try to get to their positions and get set quickly.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Back to throw. Being chased out left. And it's incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
New York set to take the field. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Let's see if they are in line with Charles Davis.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now Darnold. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Incomplete pass there is probably the best scenario going because if he catches the football, clock's probably going to run out in that situation.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Darnold. Escaping the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Now it's Ajayi, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's White. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
This is Ajayi. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone. All right, you don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to him.
And now this first drive in OT continues. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now a toss play. This is White. And he's got this down to the 35. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much running room. Down to the 32. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop. They've had some success here in overtime in this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you. And until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. And they'll go on the ground. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. That's their second and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. And McManus able to put it through. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. Now remember, this one is not over, but with the time running short here in this overtime, that could very well be the game winner.
Yeah, remember now, the other team does get a possession, but when the clock runs out, that's it. So that was a well-calculated drive to use up the majority of the clock and leave your opponent with little to no time left.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive, they're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
Darnold, his first throw in overtime. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. Flushed out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.